what's up everybody? How's it going? Hope you're all doing well. So I have a collection update. Some VCLTs from two extraordinary people and some pickups, some loose used CDs I picked up in cassettes. In the background we're going to be listening to 4th Century, Certain Future from Seattle, Washington. Some killer ass fucking thrash metal right here. Released in, I believe, 1990, I want to say. Like I said, killer shit. This, whenever I listen to this stuff, I listen to 4th Century, Blood Feast, Rigor Mortis, Morbid Saint. Those all kind of belong in this kind of niche. Thrash metal, the good shit, in my opinion. But if you don't know this band, I'll have a link in the description below and you can check out 4th Century. Heavy ass shit, great guitar solos and all that. Anyway, let's get with this. So, first one I'm going to show you is the one that George G, Room of Rock, sent me. George G's Room of Rock. So George sent me this. I made a video probably a couple weeks ago showing some glam metal albums I dug and some of my favorite shit. And I showed a Slaughter album in that, which I dig that fucking album. But never really paid attention to this one when it came out. This one was released in '92. This is The Wildlife by Slaughter. So George, I think I mentioned that in the video, and George sent me, he said, an early Christmas present. I was like, oh cool. So I opened it up and it was that Slaughter CD I was talking about. I didn't really know much about. I knew this album more than I thought I did. Listening to it, I was like, oh, that's recognizable. I've heard it before on the radio or something like that. But the album blows me away. This is a great freaking hard rock, heavy metal, some glam album. So George, thank you so much for sending this. This has been a constant spin. Favorite track is Reach for the Sky. Opening track is really cool. It has that old 80s kind of heavy metal riff going on in it. Cool vocals. Breaks down into a 12-string beautiful piece. Love that track. I loved Real Love, which is a really cool kind of White Snake sounding. It's not really a ballad, but I guess it kind of is in a way. There's one on here that Days Go By. Yeah, Days Go By. Kind of sounds like Queen a little bit. A heavy Queen. Sounds really good. Really dig the guitar on this. So R.I.P. I think his name was Tim. And then Dana Strum's bass playing in this is freaking simply just amazing. I love his bass playing. And Mark Slaughter, of course, he's probably one of the best vocalists in that scene. He can do stuff with his vocals. I think it's pretty limitless what he can do. But every track on this is killer. Slaughter, The Wildlife. So thank you so much, George, for sending me this. Next, so Brandon Dement sent me some awesome CDs lately, and I haven't showed everything. I kind of been picking one from this stack, one from that stack, but this one's going to show the rest of them that he sent me. So Brandon Dement, definitely thank you so much for sending me this stuff. Check out his channel. He's had to make a new channel, so he's starting up. I'll post a description for both George G and Brandon Dement, their links to their channel. Definitely check them out. But he sent me a copy of Diamond Head's Lightning to the Nations, which I do have. Do have this. This is my original copy, but this is more of a comp. The beginning. But he sent me the original, I guess. I remember I used to have this very artwork on a cassette back in the day. I had that one and this. And Diamond Head, of course, the only reason I know about them is through Metallica, because they covered pretty much this whole album. The Prince, Am I Evil, It's Electric, Helpless. And they also stole riffs from this album, like Second My Love. I hear Seek and Destroy riff in that. But yeah, Diamond Head, if you don't know who they are, which I don't think anybody doesn't, 1980 released this. They're a new wave of British heavy metal band, and a really good one. So always you listen to this album and Kill 'Em All, they pretty much have the same kind of sound. So Metallica got their sound from these guys, heavily influenced by this band. And it was just cool that Brandon sent this. When I saw it, I was like, yes, thank you. You didn't have to send me this, but I'm glad you did. So thank you, Brandon, for sending that. He sent me Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath, which I only have this on wax. I only have this on wax. So it's cool to have the CD version. He sent me, I think, the OG, which is really cool. Very good album. It's probably my second or third favorite Merciful Fate album, which I did a ranking, but it didn't do very well. But Merciful Fate, fuck yeah. Or was that a King Diamond ranking I did? Anyway, I showed both bands, but thank you for sending this, Brandon. He also sent me Napalm Death. What is this called? From Enslavement to Obliteration, released in 1988. This is the Earache pressing, which I believe is original as well. I'm not the biggest Napalm Death fan, to be honest with you. Never really was. I do like some tracks. I listened to this the other day, and it's pretty damn good. Some grind, pretty much. But thank you, Brandon, for sending me this beast. He also sent me 3 more CDs here. Sent me this. I have the Platinum Edition. Now I have he sent me the original artwork version. The Platinum Edition is all silvered out, if you don't know it. It's got bonus tracks, but this is a great freaking crossover thrash album. Released in 1985. I remember buying this. I always got MOD and SOD confused. For some reason I thought SOD is the band that wrote Bubble Butt, but it turns out it was MOD. But really cool addition to the collection. I always did like the artwork. So Speak English or Die. Pretty cool. And he sent me, I sent him a copy of this album too, but he sent me the OG back. So thank you, Brandon, again. Spreading the disease. So I have 2 copies of this very pressing, Island pressing. Of course, Anthrax, I think the first album I heard by them was Among the Living, and this would be the second album. I bought it on cassette. And when I first heard it, I always wondered why he was singing so high. And it grew on me, and dug it now. But back then when I first heard it, when I was a kid, I didn't like his vocals at all. I liked it on Among the Living, but I didn't like him on this. But I like him now, so cool. Thank you, Brandon, for sending that one. And then he sent me this, and I've made a video a while back, and I showed my entire Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction collection, which I have the OG vinyl, OG cassette, and OG CD, but they all have the censored artwork. So this, he sent me a copy with the uncensored artwork, which is the original, which is really cool. I love this damn album. I've always dug this album, and I'll always forever dig this album. But thank you so much, Brandon, for sending me the original album cover, which is really cool. Of course, everybody has that version. It's just really cool to have this version. I thought that was really neat. And this, I noticed it has to be OG. There's not even a UPC code or barcode on the bottom or back. But great album. Favorite tracks on this is My Michelle, Out to Get Me, fucking classic from my childhood years. So that's the VCLT from Brandon Dement, and then the rest of these is pickups. Just going to the store and picking stuff up. I picked up a bunch of used CDs, but this is the only brand new CD. I picked up a copy of Black Sabbath's Forbidden. So I used to have this album, and you know, I don't have that copy anymore. I saw this in the store, and I kept on hearing people really dug the 2024 remix on the reviews of that box set everybody was buying a couple months ago. But decided to pick this up, and like I said, it was surprising how many songs I actually did know on this album. I must have listened to this album a little bit more than I thought I did. But this is a whole new album with a new remix. I like it. It's much heavier. The guitars really sound great on this. Tony Martin's vocals are some of the best Black Sabbath vocals in my opinion. The Tony Martin era stuff is freaking the bomb. But like I said, I really like the first three Tony Martin era albums, Headless Cross, TYR, and Eternal Idol. And I sold my Cross Purposes and Forbidden cassettes a long time ago. I wish I didn't do it, so I need to go get Cross Purposes, but this is amazing. The Illusion of Power. It's some doomy stuff. I love what the guitars are doing, the vocals. Ice Cube's little cameo. It's a perfect, when he comes in, it's perfect. But dig that one. Shaking the Chains Off. I Won't Cry For You. Sick and Tired. Forbidden, the title track. Kiss of Death is killer. And this one comes with a bonus track. Loser Gets All. Loser Gets It All, sorry. But really dig this. I should get this on wax now. I love that artwork too as well, but really stoked to have this. And when I played it the other night, I just let it play and I was blown away by it, how good this is and how familiar it was. I must have listened, like I said, I must have listened to this more than I thought I did because I knew every freaking song on it. Next one up was really cool find, Metal Church, Blessing in Disguise, which I used to have this on cassette. Couldn't find it, and that's the only copy I had. I probably, if I dug for it, I could probably find it, but seeing this CD, this is the original pressing on Elektra, and always dug this album. My favorite tracks on this was definitely Badlands. I love his vocals on that. I like Rest in Pieces, April 15th, 1912 is awesome. Anthem to the It's Strange is awesome. The Spell Can't Be Broken, love that track. Every track on this is awesome. But 1989 had some great albums, and this is one of them. Fuck yeah. So, cool find. Found another Halloween album. Seems like every collection video update, I'm showing a Halloween album, keep on finding them. Found the extended edition remaster of Walls of Jericho. So I have this on vinyl, cassette, now this CD. This one has the bonus tracks. I had to fix it because the tray was broken, the double-sided tray. So double disc. But yeah, so I think the only Halloween CDs I'm missing is part 1, Keeper of the Seven Keys part 1. But one of these days I need to show my entire Halloween collection. It's growing. I don't know what I'm missing, but I know I got quite a few. But anyway, yeah, Walls of Jericho, that was a cool find. Another cool find was this. Brought back some memories. 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. So 1989. I haven't had this album for years. I used to originally have it on cassette. I listened to that thing in my Walkman. Used to have a BMX, Mongoose frame, and Used to freaking jam this motherfucker on my headphones and drive around, ride my bike around town, and this was just the perfect music for that. And just stone cold classic, one of the best industrial metal albums in my opinion. The only album I really did like by this band. Didn't really care for anything after this. I liked some tracks, but this is it for me. Then found some cassettes. The first one was Vain. So what is this? No Respect, released in '89, I want to say. Vain's from San Francisco, glam metal band. I actually didn't know anything about this band. Discovered them watching, I think it was Metal Mickey showed them on his 10 favorite glam metal albums, I believe. And so I picked it up. I'm not into this album yet. I listened to a couple of tracks, but like most bands I'm not familiar with, it was kind of boring me, so I decided to listen to something else. But I need to listen to this today. But cool one, fine. Found this one too. So I have 2 copies of this now, but my other version is messed up. So now I got this new version. I believe it's OG. This is Rat, Dancing Undercover, which is really a great album. Favorite track on this is definitely Body Talk. Remember that movie, The Golden Child, and the fight scene at the biker's house? They're playing Body Talk in the background and playing the video. This is a great album. I think this was released in '89 as well, or '86. 1986. Then another King Diamond album, one of my favorites. I found it on cassette the other day. I believe it's OG as well, but this was cool to find this one. This is definitely my favorite King Diamond album. And Abigail is one of my, like I said, favorite. I was just so stoked to find the cassette. This looks good. This is the only King Diamond cassette I have now. Most of mine is wax or CD. Maybe I'll do a Halloween and King Diamond or Merciful Fate collection. Show my entire collection one of these days. I like those videos. But anyway, I hope you guys dig this video. Kind of under the weather today a little bit. Yesterday I didn't feel like shooting a video. I know I told George and Brandon I was going to make a video yesterday and I didn't do it. York and I'm going to still make that other video. I'll send that here soon. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Later.